Okay, let's be honest. If your team's shared drive feels more like a digital junk drawer, you know exactly the kind of chaos I'm talking about. So in this explainer, we're going to build a system to end that file hunt for good. We're talking a calm, organized digital filing cabinet for your entire team.
Does this question sound a little too familiar? Or how about, where's the latest logo? Or, hey, can you send me that form again? This single question, it's really just a symptom of a much, much bigger and more frustrating problem that plagues pretty much every team out there.
We like to call this problem document archaeology. It's that painful, time-wasting dig through old emails, random desktop folders, and files with totally cryptic names, all just to find that one thing you need to do your job. It seriously feels like you need a map and a shovel just to track down a simple spreadsheet. Now, this isn't just some minor annoyance, right? This constant hunting for files has real, hidden costs that are quietly draining your team's energy and effectiveness every single day. And believe me, the damage is real. Every minute spent searching is a minute not spent doing valuable work. Using an outdated version of a file, that can lead to some really critical mistakes. It makes people redo work that's already been done, and it just adds this layer of stress that nobody needs. So, what's the solution? Well, it's an elegant and really powerful principle called the single source of truth. And this isn't just about a technical setup, it's a fundamental shift in how your team thinks. It's the foundation for getting out of the chaos and into a state of calm, organized control. And what is a single source of truth? It's actually incredibly simple. It just means your team agrees that for any given document, whether it's a report, a logo, a template, there is one and only one official place to find it. No duplicates, no confusion. That's it. Simple.
And the benefits, they show up almost immediately. When you commit to a single source of truth, the time savings are instant. Everyone is working from the most up-to-date information, which guarantees consistency. Collaboration gets so much smoother because people can find what they need without having to ask. And oh yeah, new team members can get up to speed way, way faster.
Okay, so the theory is great, but how do we actually build this thing? Let's get practical. Here are 5 simple rules for creating that world-class digital filing cabinet.
So here they are in a nutshell. First, we're going to use shared drives, not personal ones. Second, we'll lock things down with minimal permissions. Third, we'll design a super simple logical folder structure. Fourth, we'll adopt a superpower naming convention. And finally, we'll learn to archive our completed work with total confidence. Let's break each one of these down.
Rule number 1 is an absolute non-negotiable. All official files have to live in a team-owned space, something like Google's shared drives or Microsoft's SharePoint. Why? Because if a file lives in someone's personal My Drive and that person leaves the company, poof, those files can just disappear. Shared drives mean the team owns the files, which ensures they're always going to be there.
Okay, next up, permissions. The goal here is pretty simple. Prevent disasters. You'll want to set the default access for most of the team to viewer or commenter. You should only grant editor rights for the specific project folders people are actively working in. And this also means creating a separate, highly restricted folder for any sensitive data, with editor access only for a few key people.
Rule 3 is all about structure. And listen, don't overcomplicate it. Just start with these 5 simple top-level folders. Projects is where all your active work happens. Administration holds your core operational stuff. Marketing has all your public-facing materials. Resources is your library for templates and training. And archive, well, that's where completed projects go to rest. It's simple, it's logical, and it covers just about everything. Now for my favorite rule, and I'm not kidding, this is a genuine superpower. The naming convention. Using a consistent format like the one you see here makes your files automatically sort themselves chronologically. That date-first format, that's the key. It makes finding anything incredibly fast, whether you're sorting a folder or just using the search bar. And hey, a quick note on versioning. Stop saving files as final_v2_final_final. Just stop. Use the built-in version history feature inside Google Docs or Word Online. And please, for the love of all that is organized, stop emailing attachments internally. It is the #1 cause of version chaos. Instead, always share a link to the one true file living in your single source of truth. Finally, Rule 5, archiving. When a project is 100% done, don't delete it. Just move its entire folder into your archive folder. Then switch the permissions for the whole folder to viewer to prevent any accidental edits down the road. And for a real pro move, drop in a simple text file with a 1-line summary of the project. It's clean, it's safe, and it's still searchable. So we've covered the core rules, and you know what? Getting started is way easier than you think. Here is a simple action plan to get this whole system up and running on day one. Check it out, a simple 6-step checklist. First, create the share drives. Second, build out those 5 main folders. Third, add a little README file in there that explains the naming rules. Fourth, set your default permissions to viewer. Fifth, create that restricted, sensitive data folder. And finally, post the key links in your team chat so everyone knows where to go. You can honestly do all of this in a single afternoon.
So what's the ultimate payoff for putting this simple system in place? Well, it is nothing less than the end of digital chaos.
The promise of this system is this. Anyone on your team can find any file they need in under 30 seconds. I mean, just think about that. No more hunting, no more asking around, no more frustration. Just fast, easy access to the information you need to do great work.
And that leads us to the final and most important question. This isn't just about finding files faster. It's about what you can do with all of that reclaimed time and mental energy. So I'll leave you with this. What could your team truly achieve?